And here's another blow to US interests. Saudi Arabia is shifting out of the American security umbrella. It has become a member of the S.C.O, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, a security grouping led by China. Saudi Arabia is not a full member yet. It has joined as a dialogue partner. But this is the first step to full membership, and it signals Riyadh's intent to foster closer ties with Beijing. Remember, China recently brokered a big deal, a truce between Saudi Arabia and Iran. They resumed diplomatic ties, and China has usurped America's traditional role as mediator in West Asia. Now, Saudi Arabia is taking the next step. It is joining the S.C.O. To understand what it means, let's first understand the S.C.O. It's a security bloc, but it's not a uniform bloc. The S.C.O. has 8 full members: China, Russia, India, Pakistan, and some Central Asian countries. How effective will a security bloc be if it has both India and Pakistan, and India and China? So what is India doing in this group? It became a full member in the year 2017, years after Russia pushed for India's membership. At the same time, China pushed for Pakistan, and it became a member in the same year, 2017. So India, China, and Pakistan are in the same group. But that did not stop China from trying to invade Indian territory in 2020. It also did not stop Pakistan from trying to infiltrate into Kashmir. Moral of the story? The S.C.O. is not some kind of Eastern NATO, but it does have military, economic, and cultural cooperation. And as weird as it may sound, last year, Pakistani, Chinese, and Indian troops exercised together. They held a joint anti-terror exercise on Indian soil. That's the S.C.O. for you, a coalition of contradictions. Now, Saudi Arabia wants to join it. It shows 2 things: China's expanding influence and America's shrinking role. Saudi Arabia's ties with the US have been frosty ever since Joe Biden became president. He famously vowed to make Saudi Arabia a pariah on the global stage. This was over the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. He's said to have been killed on the orders of MBS, Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, also its de facto ruler. So Biden's threat was directed at MBS, and before he could make good on this threat, the Saudis are moving on. They're looking for friends elsewhere. The Saudis are leaning towards Russia and China. On oil production, Saudi Arabia sided with Russia rather than America. On the truce with Iran, it has chosen China over America. Riyadh is being pragmatic. It is also deepening economic ties with China. Saudi oil giant Aramco has started a joint project with some Chinese firms. This project is in northeast China. It is worth $12 billion, and Aramco holds a 30% stake in it. It has also been investing in Chinese companies. An Aramco CEO recently said this, I'm quoting, "Saudi Aramco aims to play a key role at the heart of China's long-term energy security and high-quality development." Now look at these developments together, and you'll see that Saudi Arabia is playing the long game. It is diversifying its partners, moving away from its dependence on the West. But again, this will be in the long term. Saudi Arabia cannot snap ties with the US overnight. They've been partners for 8 decades now. Saudi Arabia's entire security infrastructure is American-made. Analysts say it would take over a decade to replace American arms and defense systems with Chinese alternatives. And the withdrawal of American troops would still be risky. Because despite the thaw in Saudi-Iran relations, it's not all peace, rainbows, and sunshine. They're still fighting a proxy war in Yemen, Saudi Arabia and Iran. And that war may end soon, but the years of hostility will take time to neutralize. The S.C.O. may become another forum for Riyadh and Tehran to interact. Iran, too, is expected to become a full-time member soon. So the West Asian rivals could use the S.C.O. to find common ground. But again, mending ties will take time. Riyadh's move today is basically a signal to the Americans that the clock has started ticking on American hegemony in West Asia.